You wake up. Your knees hurt. Climbing stairs feels like a punishment. Your hands ache. Getting out of bed takes longer than it used to. And the worst part? You feel it getting worse every single week. You've tried creams. You've tried pills. You've tried stretching. Nothing sticks. Nothing changes. So you accept it. You think this is just what happens when you get older. You think pain is your new normal. But what if it wasn't? What if there was something so simple, so accessible, something sitting right in your grocery store dairy section that could actually reverse the damage and rebuild what time has worn down? Not mask the pain, actually fix it. I'm not talking about another supplement or another miracle cure that's just hype. I'm talking about something backed by real science, something thousands of people over 50 are using right now to walk without limping, to play with their grandkids again, to climb stairs without wincing. And the best part? It costs less than $5 a cup. Today, I'm going to show you 4 specific types of yogurt that are transforming joint health for people just like you. These aren't random yogurts. Each one is designed to attack different aspects of arthritis and joint degeneration from different angles. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly which one you need and how to make it yourself at home. But here's the thing. Most people only know about one of these. The fourth one? Almost nobody talks about it, and it might be the most powerful of them all. Let's start with what most people do know, Greek yogurt. But let me tell you what they get wrong about it. Everyone thinks Greek yogurt is just protein. Yes, it has protein, about 20 grams per cup, nearly double what regular yogurt contains, but that's just the beginning. Here's why this matters for your joints specifically. When you hit 50, your body starts forgetting how to maintain muscle. Your legs and hips lose strength without any real reason. You're not lazier. You're not less active necessarily. Your body is just producing less muscle naturally. That's biology. And weak muscles mean unstable joints. Unstable joints mean pain, inflammation, compensation injuries in your back or neck. Greek yogurt stops this cycle at the root. That 20 grams of protein per cup goes directly to rebuilding the muscles that support your knees, hips, and ankles. But it doesn't stop there. Greek yogurt is also loaded with calcium and vitamin D, the exact nutrients your bones need to stay dense and strong. Weak bones plus weak muscles equals a spiral of increasing pain and decreasing mobility. Greek yogurt breaks that spiral. But there's another element most people don't know about. Probiotics. The probiotics in yogurt don't just help your digestion, though that matters. They actually reduce inflammation inside your joints. Studies have shown that the right probiotics can lower something called C-reactive protein, which is a direct marker of inflammation in arthritis sufferers. These probiotics are literally fighting inflammation from the inside out, which means Greek yogurt isn't just feeding your muscles and bones, it's actively fighting the disease process itself. So Greek yogurt should be your baseline. But if you only eat Greek yogurt, you're missing something crucial. You're missing the most researched anti-inflammatory compound that exists, and it's hiding in something that's been used in traditional medicine for thousands of years. That brings us to the second yogurt, turmeric-infused yogurt. Most people think turmeric is just a spice for curry. They think it tastes good and maybe it's a little healthy. They have no idea they're looking at one of the most studied natural anti-inflammatory substances on the planet. The active ingredient is curcumin, and the research on curcumin for joint pain is almost shocking. Studies have shown that curcumin can reduce joint pain comparable to some prescription anti-inflammatory medications. But here's where most people get it wrong. They think they can just eat turmeric and get results. They can't. Curcumin doesn't absorb well in the digestive system on its own. It's fat-soluble, which means it needs fat to be absorbed. Eat turmeric with no fat, and most of it just passes right through your system unused. But combine turmeric with full-fat yogurt, everything changes. The fat in the yogurt acts like a vehicle, carrying the curcumin into your bloodstream where it can actually work. Now you're getting the anti-inflammatory benefits at the cellular level. The curcumin crosses into your joints and starts reducing the inflammatory cascade that causes pain and swelling. Add black pepper to this combination, and you increase absorption even more. Black pepper contains piperine, which enhances curcumin bioavailability significantly. This isn't a guess. This is published research. And here's something else that's critical. Most people don't realize that gut health and joint inflammation are directly connected, especially in rheumatoid arthritis. When your gut bacteria are out of balance, your immune system stays in a state of constant alert. It starts attacking your own tissue. The probiotics in yogurt help rebalance your gut microbiome, which calms down that immune overreaction. So turmeric yogurt is working on two levels. The curcumin is fighting inflammation directly in the joints, and the probiotics are calming down the immune system from the gut up. You can make this yourself in seconds. Stir turmeric into a cup of full-fat yogurt, add a pinch of black pepper, and you're done. Some people add honey and cinnamon for sweetness. Others use it as a savory dip. The point is, it takes 90 seconds to make, and it works better than most over-the-counter anti-inflammatory medications, with none of the side effects. But here's the problem. Turmeric yogurt is fighting inflammation. It's powerful. But inflammation isn't the only problem with your joints. There's another issue that most people don't think about until they feel it. Stiffness. That grinding sensation, that feeling like your joints need oil. That's where the third yogurt comes in. Omega-3 enriched yogurt. Your joints have something called synovial fluid. It's basically your body's natural lubricant. It allows your knees and hips to move smoothly. When you have arthritis or joint degeneration, one of the first things that happens is you lose synovial fluid production. Your joints literally start to dry out. That's where the grinding feeling comes from. That's what causes the stiffness that's worse in the morning. Omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, directly increase synovial fluid production. They also reduce inflammation at the cellular level, but more importantly, they actually lubricate your joints from the inside. Research has shown that omega-3s can ease joint stiffness, reduce swelling, and even slow cartilage deterioration. These essential fats work at the cellular level, rebuilding the biochemistry of joint health. Omega-3 enriched yogurt is specifically formulated with these fatty acids. You can buy brands that already have them added, or you can make it yourself by mixing ground flaxseed, chia seeds, or fish oil into regular yogurt. 1 tablespoon mixed into a cup of yogurt gives you a significant dose of those essential fats. When you combine omega-3s with the probiotics and calcium already in yogurt, you're creating a compound effect. The probiotics support gut health, which regulates inflammation. The calcium supports bone density. And the omega-3s actually rebuild the joint structure itself by increasing lubrication and reducing inflammatory cascades. This is why people report that their mornings become easier within weeks of adding omega-3 yogurt to their routine. The grinding sensation decreases, the stiffness decreases, movement becomes less painful because your joints are actually more functional. But here's what most people miss. All of this, the protein in Greek yogurt, the anti-inflammatory curcumin, the joint lubrication from omega-3s, all of it is working to manage symptoms and reduce inflammation. But none of it is actually rebuilding the damaged tissue. None of it is restoring what time has worn away. That's where the fourth yogurt comes in, and this is the one that almost nobody knows about. Collagen-enriched yogurt. Let me explain why this matters by starting with a fact that will change how you think about aging. Your body starts losing collagen in your mid-20s. By the time you're 50 or 60, you're producing a fraction of the collagen you used to. Most people think collagen is just about wrinkles. They have no idea. Collagen is the structural framework of your entire body. Every joint, every ligament, every tendon, every piece of connective tissue that holds your body together and allows it to move is primarily made of collagen. Collagen isn't cosmetic. Collagen is structural. When your collagen production drops, your cartilage gets thinner, your joints lose their cushioning, your ligaments become less flexible, your tendons become more fragile. This is why arthritis gets worse as you age. It's not just inflammation. It's structural collapse. It's your connective tissue literally falling apart. Most treatments address inflammation. They reduce swelling, they decrease pain, but they don't rebuild anything. They don't restore the structure. They just manage the symptoms while the underlying damage continues. Collagen-enriched yogurt is different because it's actually giving your body the raw materials to rebuild connective tissue. Here's how it works. Collagen is made of specific amino acids: glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. These amino acids link together in a specific configuration to create the triple helix structure of collagen. Your body can produce these amino acids naturally, but as you age, production decreases, and the amino acids that are available get diverted to other functions. Your joints end up starved for the building blocks they need to repair themselves. When you eat collagen-enriched yogurt with hydrolyzed collagen peptides, you're directly supplying your joints with these amino acids in a form your body can immediately use. These peptides are already broken down into small molecules. Your digestive system absorbs them efficiently. They enter your bloodstream and travel directly to areas of damage and inflammation. Your body recognizes these specific amino acids as the building blocks it needs for collagen repair, and it uses them to actually rebuild the structure of your joints. But here's the thing that makes this even more powerful. Collagen synthesis, the process of actually building new collagen, requires specific cofactors. It requires vitamin C. It requires zinc. Without these nutrients, your body can have all the collagen peptides in the world and still not build new collagen. This is why making collagen yogurt properly is so important. You start with high-quality Greek yogurt, about 15 to 20 grams of protein per serving. Then, you add a scoop of unflavored collagen powder. This alone provides a significant dose of bioavailable collagen peptides. Then, you add half a cup of berries, specifically for vitamin C. Strawberries, blueberries, kiwi, pineapple, all high in vitamin C, which your body needs to cross-link those collagen molecules into the right configuration. Then, add a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds or hemp hearts. These are loaded with zinc, which activates the enzymes that build collagen. You could also add a pinch of turmeric and black pepper for additional anti-inflammatory support. What you're creating is a complete system. You're not just providing the amino acids, you're providing the cofactors that allow your body to actually use them. You're creating the optimal biochemical environment for collagen synthesis. The research on this is clear. Clinical trials have shown that people taking collagen peptides daily experienced significant improvements in joint pain and flexibility within 12 weeks. More importantly, imaging showed that cartilage actually got thicker. The joints didn't just feel better, they were structurally better. The damage was actually being repaired. And here's something else that most people don't realize. This isn't just happening in your joints. Collagen is the most abundant protein in your skin. It's in your hair. It's in your nails. It's in your blood vessels. It's in your gut lining. So while you're rebuilding your joints, you're also firming your skin from the inside out. You're reducing wrinkles. You're strengthening your hair. You're improving your digestion because your gut lining is being rebuilt. You're improving your circulation because your blood vessels are being strengthened. This is what real healing looks like. It's not just treating one symptom. It's restoring the entire structural integrity of your body. Now, here's the crucial part that most people miss. These four yogurts aren't meant to be used in isolation. They work together. Greek yogurt builds and maintains muscle. Turmeric yogurt reduces inflammation. Omega-3 yogurt lubricates joints and reduces further damage. Collagen yogurt actually rebuilds the structure. If you only eat Greek yogurt, you're getting protein, but you're not addressing the inflammatory cascade that's driving the joint damage. If you only eat turmeric yogurt, you're reducing inflammation, but you're not rebuilding tissue. If you only eat omega-3 yogurt, you're lubricating, but you're not building muscle or restoring structure. But if you cycle through these four, or better yet, if you combine them strategically, you're attacking the problem from every angle simultaneously. You're reducing inflammation, you're building muscle, you're lubricating joints, you're actually rebuilding tissue. This is why people report such dramatic results. They're not just getting better, they're getting structurally better. Their joints are actually being restored, not just temporarily relieved. Let me give you the optimal protocol. In the morning, have Greek yogurt with berries and nuts. You're starting your day with protein and nutrients that will stabilize your blood sugar and feed your muscles throughout the day. Mid-morning, if you want, have a turmeric yogurt. You're hitting yourself with anti-inflammatory support early. This is especially good if you tend to feel stiffness in the morning. For lunch, you could have omega-3 yogurt. You're getting the joint lubrication and additional nutrients. And then for an evening snack, have your collagen yogurt with the full preparation. Berries, seeds, turmeric, black pepper. You're ending your day with collagen synthesis support while you sleep. Your body will spend the night rebuilding. You don't have to do this exact protocol, you can adapt it. But the principle is important. Consistency and variety. Your joints need consistent nutrition, but they also need all four components working together. Here's what happens when you do this. Within a few days, you might notice small changes. Maybe your morning stiffness isn't quite as bad. Maybe your knees don't hurt quite as much when you climb stairs. These are the anti-inflammatory effects from the turmeric and omega-3s starting to work. Within 2 weeks, the changes become more noticeable. Your overall inflammation decreases, your mobility improves. You might start doing things you'd stopped doing because they hurt too much. Within 4 to 6 weeks, structural changes start happening. The collagen peptides have been incorporated into your connective tissue. Your cartilage is thicker. Your joints are more stable. Your range of motion increases. Within 2 to 3 months, people consistently report that they feel 10, 15, even 20 years younger. Not because anything magical happened, but because their joints are actually being restored to a healthier, younger state. And the beautiful part is that this costs almost nothing. A cup of Greek yogurt costs about $2. A container of collagen powder costs about $20 and lasts weeks. Berries and seeds are inexpensive. You're spending maybe $5 to $10 a day for a complete joint restoration system. Compare that to arthritis medications that cost hundreds of dollars a month and don't actually fix anything. Now, I want to be clear about something. This isn't a replacement for medical care if you need it. If you have severe arthritis, you should still see your doctor. But the research is clear that these foods provide real, measurable benefits, and they have zero negative side effects. They only have positive side effects. Stronger muscles, better skin, improved digestion, better circulation, which means there's literally no downside to trying this. The next time your knees hurt climbing stairs, the next time your hips feel stiff getting out of bed, the next time your hands ache after working in the garden, don't reach for a painkiller that numbs the symptom. Reach for a spoon instead. Because what you really need isn't pain relief. What you really need is actual healing. And that healing is sitting right there in your refrigerator. It's in the dairy section of your grocery store. It's in something so simple that you might have overlooked it your entire life. Yogurt. Not as a diet food, not as a light snack, as medicine. as actual, structural, transformative medicine. One spoonful at a time, you can rebuild what time has worn down. You can restore what seemed lost. You can move the way you used to move. You can play the way you used to play. You can live the way you actually want to live, free from the constant ache that's been holding you back. And it all starts with understanding that the solution to your joint pain might be simpler than you ever imagined. It's not in some exotic supplement from a celebrity. It's not in an expensive procedure. It's in something that's been nourishing human bodies for thousands of years. You just needed to know how to use it correctly. So here's my challenge to you. Pick one of these yogurts this week, just one. Make it yourself at home using the recipes I've described. Eat it consistently for 2 weeks. Pay attention to how you feel. Pay attention to your mobility. Pay attention to your pain levels. I think you'll be surprised. And if this information helped you, share it with someone you care about. Because chances are someone you know is dealing with the exact pain you've been dealing with. They're accepting it as their new normal. They have no idea that healing is possible. Share this with them. Help them understand that they don't have to live with constant joint pain, that there's actually a solution. That's what I'm here for, to share information that actually makes a difference in people's lives. Not hype, not false promises, real science, real results, real transformation. Thank you for watching. And remember, one mindful spoonful a day can make your knees, your joints, and your entire future feel renewed.